Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I just want to do a random live stream here. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Just having myself a Tootsie Pop. I know I did not count how many licks it took, but it was refreshing. So hopefully everyone's having a good night. We got a couple people stopping in. We have Jack, how's it going? We also have Sparky. There you go. Good day, Model Railroaders. Hey. And nice looking steamer for a pick. Need one like that. So Bachman makes one with DCC. It's actually a model of 17. And there we go. Got the live stream notification there. What's up, Pennsylvania Rail fan? How's it going, guys? We're just hanging out tonight, just running trains. Usually I don't run trains until like an hour or whatever, within the stream, but we're just hanging out tonight. Got my Strasbourg spooky shirt on with the skeleton. So we're just hanging out running trains. Yep, Monday Run Day live stream tomorrow as well. Or, sorry, Monday. We'll do a Halloween spooky live stream. What are we running tonight? We got the infamous Camelback. That was gifted by a good friend of mine on the channel. Chasing 2102. How'd it go? She's just cruising. Pleasant surprise. What's up, Del? Didn't do the long boots. Let's do it. It's not doing it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, guys, I thought about doing a random live stream today because ahead of the 2,700 plus of you guys, a lot of people miss the Monday stream. They either have work, other obligations, and just kind of another opportunity for people to chime in and say hi and all that. But also, it's just fun hanging out with you guys. Gotta get this thing out of my head. How's it going with that? If you need help, they're pretty cool. Depending on which one it is. I'm assuming it's a post-war. Plans went exactly how you want them. That's very cool. I'm just running some trains tonight, hanging out. I gotta get the record shop isn't lit up. I gotta fix that. Yeah, let's see. Got some new cars in line here from York. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, post-war. Okay, that's gonna be pretty easy. So this covered hopper, and the tanker, the CNJ, I got those at York. Also got the Lackawanna at York. And the caboose back here, I actually got at a local hobby shop recently. Let's try that whistle again. Let's see. It's not doing it. I'm going to have to reset her. Power off. And she just got smoking to it. She takes a little bit to get smoking sometimes. But I think my setup up here is haunted. Yeah, taking apart the NW2 621 post-war. That should be pretty easy. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, it's so easy. It's post-war. No, they can be tricky. The tricky engines will be your steam engines when you got to take off the side rods and the eccentric cranks and all that stuff, and you got to put it back together. And my suggestion with taking apart post-war steam engines, before you plug it in and hook up those contacts to test her out by hand, make sure that the side rods, the eccentric cranks are all calibrated. If not, you'll just snap them in half if you hook up motor power, or you'll seize the motor and all that. So just by hand, put everything back the way you think it goes. And then, because you might have to adjust it, like remove it like a quarter turn, because they have like these little teeth. They'll grip every quarter turn, and you don't want to break off an eccentric crank. I'm dealing with that with my my Scale Atlantic sitting down here. I'd love to run it tonight, but she needs a new crank, and it's so off balance. It actually shakes out the screw for that. So it's like, oh God. But it had some zinc rot, so it wasn't totally my fault, but it was mostly my fault. I'll take responsibility. Yeah, a lot of rivets. So you'll get rivets up until it goes into the wheel, and then it's usually like I don't know the number, but I use pliers to put the nuts back in, or the screw, and I use pliers that do not have any teeth. They're just bare, so you don't scar them up and make them look like garbage. You can polish them out with like a Dremel fiber brush, but it's a lot easier. Just use a real small set of pliers with no teeth. What's up, Zenith? How's it going? I like how there's less people than a Monday. Hey, it's all good. We're just hanging out. I thought it'd be kind of fun. I do have a video coming out. Hopefully, it all depends on how tomorrow rolls. I've got this caboose to work on for you guys. I'm going to do a tutorial, and it all depends on how it goes. So the friend I bought this from at York, he actually has the decals for me waiting for me at his shop, and he texted me yesterday and said, "Hey Nick, I've got a surprise for you," and he found decals for this caboose. But I'm actually going to paint this. This is not going to be the like reflective chocolate. Look at this. If I get it right, I can like reflect the power of the sun, like a smoke signal here. But this is MTH PS. Well, I don't know, the MTH caboose, full scale premiere, unpainted. It's an I don't know these numbers. I think it's like an H8 caboose from PRR. It's got the radio antennas up top. A viewer reached out and said, "Hey, it's this number caboose or an R8, one of those H8 or R8 caboose. Pretty cool." I looked them up. I was curious. The PRR made 200 of these cabooses, and Conrail painted a lot of them too. They kept them because they liked how they were made of metal. They could flex, and they kept up with the FRA standard. So I'm going to do this in Conrail, like a dirt here and there, but nothing too crazy. But we're going to paint it like a Conrail. We'll leave the radio antenna in, whatever. Be a lot of fun. So he's got the Conrail decals. Of course, I just bought them on some fancy website. A friend of mine, Jamie Macon, sent me the website link. Yeah, groovy. It's going to be awesome. Total vintage right there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of people stopping in. Strasser Railfare 475. What's up? How's it going? Steamers, diesels, electrics, all the above. I'm a steam fan, but I like vintage diesel. I'm not a fan of the new stuff. I know I'll probably tick off a bunch of you guys that chase these trains. I can't tell the difference between an AH or an SD70 Max. Well, a Max are kind of cool, but when you get into the M's and the Max, I can't tell the difference. Like the other day I saw an Ace, and it went by my office building, and I was like, that's kind of cool. I've never seen one of them in a while, because it says it on the window what it is. But if I didn't know if it was painted there, I wouldn't know what the heck it was. But if a GP7 comes rolling by, I'll be like, yeah, it's a GP7 or a GP9, F units, PAs, FAs, all that. I know that, but the modern stuff, I just can't follow up. Electrics, obviously, GG1 fan. I know we'll never see one run, but and also AEM7s are kind of cool. But there's a lot of electrics I'm a fan of, especially like the DD ones. They're really gnarly. And then there's also, I forgot the name of that. Well, you got the AEM7 toasters. I've ridden behind one of those, so that's kind of important to me. It's kind of cool. Also, E33s, E33s, E44s, they're pretty cool too. And they're pretty sweet. What's up, guys? Got a lot of people stopping in. E5 box cab. That's pretty cool. What's up, Nomad? Someone said there's a... Strasbourg. I was at Strasbourg Railroad today. I rode 3:30 train. Amtrak was having issues with the wires between Paoli and... oh, God. Well, I know... they're building that yard. Strasburg's building a yard at past the junction, past the bridge. And I know they've been having some issues because they're diverting traffic at that switch to get them away from the right of way of the workers. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Let's see, 663 was 4 hours late. Yikes. Don't get why the yard is being built. They can, there's a couple good reasons for that. I'll tell you one. One of them is safety. Strasburg wants, I've talked to some guys at Strasburg. They said they don't want as many cars stacked down, like where people could get to them, I guess. Get the stuff away from the pedestrians or the customers riding the train. You know, they can put more freight stuff down in that yard, not so much up at the top end of things, and they can get people away from that. So, you know, it's all for safety and logistics. They're also getting a lot more freight traffic. So the more stuff they can get away from that upper yard, the better, especially when they're dealing with, I don't know what type of things they're shipping, other than like I've seen a lot of grain, you know, adult beverage Saturday. We'll see. I can't be on here too long because Nikki's actually making dinner soon. So, but the funny thing is, guys, my unscheduled live stream was on time compared to my scheduled live stream, which is always a few minutes behind for some reason. And everything's working great. You know, it's 7:44 at night. Everything's looking dandy. You and your drinks. I just got water. I'm on the water train. I did have a drug test for Amtrak. Everything's fine, but I'm still just drinking water. I'm not much of a drinker, but for like the last 3 months, I've been like not drinking any alcohol, not eating those poppy seed bagels, any of that stuff, you know? Ask her for permission. I've got tons of alcohol downstairs. Trust me, I have access. She's downstairs cooking, and she's probably in a different world right now. She's just like, I told her I might do a live stream tonight. She's like, well, you better hurry up because you have dinner on the way. It's like, oh God, bourbon. Sparky, apparently poppy seeds, they can trace it back to opioids because the opium in the poppy seeds. Like trace, it's not like active, it's inactive ingredients, but they can trace. It all depends what they test for. I don't use anything. I don't use substances, but they only checked. This is only what I saw on the list of lovely chemicals they could have checked. They only checked for THC. So, which is good and bad, but I think when they send it off, they check everything anyways. But I think their main control is they don't want potheads on the railroad. I mean, I don't want to work around someone impaired. You know, I seriously, I don't want someone in a, I don't want to be around someone that's impaired driving machinery or tools that could easily do some damage. So what's up, Split Rock? We also have John Long Silver Rails. What's up? Just tuned in. Wife and daughter made it cowboy cookies for the church bake sale. Very cool. Sweet. Yeah, I know we have a lot of local bake sales and stuff going on for churches. It's that type of season. It's what would you call it? Christmas bazaar season too. We got a lot of signs in town. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited for Christmas. I didn't decorate this year for Halloween. It's kind of a bummer. My whole attic on the left side's full of Halloween, like really spooky stuff. But, you know, it's not the year. For some reason I'm just like, between York and the weather we've been having, it's been raining a lot. I don't want the stuff out in the rain, and then, you know, I take it back inside, all that stuff. Oh, lucky you got cookies. I just have a big old cup of water for my Mission barbecue. Oh, man. But, yeah, we can run some trains in a little bit here. I know it's kind of weird just throwing out a live stream. It's kind of catches you guys off, you know, offhand. But I thought it'd be a fun idea. Why not? And plus, we may, depending on how Monday goes, Monday is Halloween. I plan to do a Halloween themed live stream. I was gonna dress up and get a costume and all that, but I was like, not this year. Um, York York is burned a hole through my wallet, and I have to pay my mortgage on Monday. So it's like, woohoo, you know. Oh God, I'm Halloween video up. There you go. Be busy running my trains with friends on Halloween. That's the way to do it, you know. Just find a Halloween themed train. You know what? I've been looking for the well, I know where I can find one, but the End of the Line Express, I think that's what it's called. That's one of my favorite um theme sets line I'll ever made. It's an RS3 with a box car, a couple other spooky cars. The whistle or the horn on the RS3 is like a howling wolf, and then the bell is like a gong. It's really, really cool. We sit on the front porch all night Halloween, hand out candy to all the kids, meet the parents night. There you go. We don't have trick or treaters because we're like on a main road. I set up the first year we moved in. I did this huge setup. It was actually the first video ever I put on YouTube, and I took it down because of lovely folk on here that want to cause trouble. But I took it down because it showed the front of my house. Deleted it, all that fun stuff. But it was a really good year. I set up all the lights. We have a balcony out front too. So we set up like a doctor's table. All this stuff came from my parents' house when I moved out. My parents were like, "Thank God you took all the Halloween stuff." And we had a really elaborate setup. Lots of animatronics. Nothing too crazy like Revenge of the Apocalypse over there, but nothing like that. But pretty elaborate. We do adult trick or treating. There you go. Uh, uh, the make your own Halloween themed train. Use cheap flat cars, gondolas. Yeah, that's a great point. It'd be really cool if I did like if you could find the single truck cars or build your own single truck cars. I know Lionel made them for a little bit. You just put like pumpkins on them and stuff. I mean, I have the cemetery here. I did a whole Halloween themed video on the channel. It didn't do too well. I thought it would do really well. It's like Halloween themed video, how to like build a little village here, Halloween stuff. But it didn't. The video kind of tanked, and I was like, oh man. But that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and actually had a lot of people reach out to me about where I could find Lee Max stuff and all of that. If any of it's left, all of it's probably picked through, packed up, and now it's ready for Christmas, or Christmas, not Christmas. Gosh, but I think it's so funny. I think it was like just around 400 or so. I thought it was gonna fly because it says Lee Max. I have to check it out. I mean, I follow analytics like crazy on the channel, but YouTube has been kind of wonky. They just came out with an update last week that totally changed a lot of my shorts and how they're pushed out. But it's kind of like playing a game all the time. How things work. You do a video, you're like, man, this is going to do so well, and then it just tanks. And it's not so much viewers; it's how they push it out there and all of that. So Christmas, man, now I have to go to Christmas train out of the rafters. Oh, yeah, I think it's Christmas time. I have the Polar Express. Yeah, I got my Polar Express. I got the 027 one, not the fancy one. There's one guy at York selling the Polar Express Rail Sounds Tender. So it's got all the whistles, the bells that from the movie, all the crew talk, all that fun stuff. But they wanted like $200 for it. I was like, nah, nope. Hey, Railfinder 475, thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Ultimate Christmas train. Oh, God. You guys doing a Zoom? Sweet. ES44 with green lights that go around the base of the logo. Oh, that's cool. You know, MTH made one of those. The tender's outrageously priced. I know you can find them on eBay if you can find them. They're like $100. You know, the rail sound tender. I did a video. It actually did really well. My New York Central. Shoot, where is it? It's on the shelf. It has rail sounds. I did a tutorial, or not a tutorial, but a review on it, and that thing is nuts. It's like it sounds great. I think it sounds a lot better than some of the modern stuff Lionel's making for their sets. But that tender I saw at York with the engine for $100. It was kind of beat up, but I'm like, man. I told Dave. I was with Dave Griffin. I was like, man, this thing, if you buy it, it's worth it for the tender. It's an MTH. Is that O scale or O gauge, or is that the HO? My buddy has the Christmas train for sale. He's had it for like, oh God, at least 2 years. It's an ES44 with a matching caboose. They have like elf sounds and all that. I kind of want it, but then the thing is with like the theme trains, I only run them like around the Christmas time or whatever, and then around the tree downstairs I run pre-war. So it's like I do a traditional Christmas tree layout, and actually today there's possible another video I might have out. A relative of mine gave me a bunch of train stuff. I might go through it and do a video, but the items are mostly like Gilbert models. There's a Lionel train station depot. I think it's for like 1956 or something like that. But I want all that stuff. They were like, "Are you sure you want this stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, oh yeah," because I like the tin plate. Yeah, run tin plate around the tree. It's beautiful. Like the colors and all that. I run my rebuilt 248 from Harry Henning. It's been tin plate stickers on the bottom. I run the Polar Express on the outer loop, and then on the second inner loop, I run either my 1688 with tin plate cars. So, and I also have a 252 set on the shelf downstairs. Oh, it's HO. Okay. So I guess MTH went kind of crazy. They made one for HO, and I think his has PS3. It's pretty elaborate. Whoops. Have to go hopping to see 2102's night run. There you go. Faux Christmas. I have my small but permanent. Winter has a trolley stop for the skiers. Oh, that's really cool. Egg liners. What's that? But no, it's like I set up the tree and I don't know. Well, this year I'm going to be more in the Christmas spirit. Last year we didn't set up Christmas. Last year I was so like I was in a really depressed state. I hate to say that to you guys. You know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. I mean, we're all people, you know, and things happen in life. I wasn't too happy at my job. Well, still not. But I was going through a lot. And basically there's just so much going on. I didn't feel like setting up Christmas. I was like, nope, not this year. I'm not dealing with it. So this year we're setting up Christmas. We're going to work it out. And I even told Nikki, I said, we're going to set up early for Christmas too. Do some Christmas videos. We have some plans to travel. Well, actually, it all depends if I get this Amtrak job. Because Amtrak, my start date would be December 12th, right before Christmas. Then there's 2 weeks of training. So I might have to decorate early, like in November or whatever. I have to see. But yeah, it's just, let's see how everything goes. What's a Bachmann egg liner? Sounds like fun. PBR and trains. Oh, God. None of them training with them. I've actually heard stories with some of these railroad training, like rooms and stuff or programs. They'll actually It's like tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's gonna fly. I know it. I've actually heard that it's a story I heard while I had a friend that was in training for Norfolk Southern, and they actually do random room checks to check for alcohol and tobacco in your rooms to make sure you're not like cutting the rules or lying to them about certain usages. So, no, but I am bringing, okay, I will tell you guys this. If the training works out and I'm able to balance work and YouTube while I'm away at training, I'm going to bring my N scale train set, my portable N scale box, and we'll run trains in the room for a Monday run day. If not, if it's like, if I'm like zonked out, I'll just do, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But it's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, December 12th is like less than a month? Not even, it's going to fly by. Did you get permission for all these elaborate plans? Yes. Oh yeah, full steam ahead. You just get the job. YouTube can wait. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a lot of prep. And anyone looking to get into the railroad industry, first suggestion: don't hesitate. Do it while you're younger, because I'm approaching 30. And when you're 30 years old, they won't want you. I'll be honest with you. They don't want to hire someone older than 30 because you're not going to get the railroad retirement out of it. So when I hired in, they actually asked me, how old are you? And they said, okay, so you'll get 30 years of railroad retirement. So you'll be able to retire as a full railroad retiree rather than me starting at like 35, then you only get 25 years. Because they really want you out when you're 60. They don't want anyone older than 60 working for the railroad. So, oh God, you're young. Oh no. But when you hit 30, they get kind of apprehensive. They're like, okay, you're also helping out your retired brothers, in a way. And that's a good way of thinking about it. So, railroad retirement actually takes place of Social Security. So, still wet behind the ears. I hope not. You check. Oh man, back in the day, engineers were like 70 if they lived that long. There was actually a shortened life expectancy for railroad workers at one point, and that started to really turn around. I would say in the late 70s or so, when guys weren't working on steam, getting hurt, and all that fun stuff. We also have a longer. Last time I rode Amtrak, decided to leave the rails way out in the woods of Kentucky. Oh God. Just excitement. Oh man, that's crazy. Back in the day, engineers were like I said, they would work. I would say the diesel age really helped prolong the life and the quality of life for engineers and conductors. I will say that. Does that mean you have to remove all the elderly railroad figures from your layout? No. My time period on here, I like to go for like right around. I would say my layout's like 1940 to like, I don't know, 1940 to plus. Like, you could date this layout. So if you run some newer stuff, it doesn't look that bad. If you run old stuff, it looks fantastic. That was the idea with my layout here. So we got like the 50s style diner, 1940 to 70. There you go. Because I run vintage diesel, I run new diesel, and but no, I like all this stuff. It's a lot of fun. Took more intelligence with steam. You'll be surprised. Nomad, I actually talked to an engineer while riding Blue Mountain and Northern. Trying to think of what railroad it was. It was Iron Horse Rambles. I spoke with an engineer, and he was telling me that he was an ex RNN, running a Northern engineer. He had to do a lot of calculations for air pressure and air brakes and the axle count to navigate their hills and such. It was a lot of forward thinking. It wasn't just you pull the throttle and you go. There's a lot of math involved and timing. It took a lot. he was a very smart man. I was glad I spoke with him. Um, but he was telling me that they were only running on like 4-axle power, so your truck's only had 4 wheels. Basic way to say it. So all 4-axle power at the time, Norfolk Southern, which would interchange in Allentown, they were running 6-axle power, and those guys were like so confused. Like, how can you stop the train and get everything right, not destroy everything? Let's see. Oh, I had another comment here. When do you expect to find out about the job? Hopefully this week. I'm really hoping this week. Let's see. Steam is alive. Yeah, I'd say Steam is alive more than ever right now. Like in modern times, more than ever. I'm sorry. Steam was alive all the time. I would say nowadays it's coming back. The technology, I'm going to say this technology has really helped Steam rebuilding and also the advancement in Steam restoration. Rather than back then, it's all, test to see if it works. It blows up. Okay, we have to start again. There's lots of, mechanical and digital testing we can do nowadays compared to back then. It was kind of trial and error, or, hey, we found some old parts. Now you can recreate those parts. A lot of railroads use a lot of CNC machines or digital machines to help remanufacture parts to the specs of the plans, and it removes a lot of human error. Even though these, machinists are, geniuses, really. I couldn't do it. I mean, I could be trained to do it, but a lot of these guys back in the day it was all by feel and just by using, hand tools and measuring tools, not so much like the computer age stuff and scanning all that. So it's really, really come a long way. I had a comment here. Don't forget the brakeman, a very dangerous job. Yes. Oh, yeah. Flyer made a walking brakeman car. Yes. Lionel has a very similar one as well. Thank you so much. It's going to be for trackman. So I'll be outside, which I really like. And we'll see what happens. Let's see. Sorry, we had a blip in the internet there. It's going to lag. But yeah, it's for trackman. It's a really good way to start with the company. And train slave. Well, you know what? I will say this. Amtrak, I'm meeting those guys up there, everyone seemed content with their work. Everyone seemed very happy to be there. They didn't look miserable. People were excited to talk to us, and it was not a front. I had someone reach out to me and it's like, oh, don't believe that. I'm like, no, these guys were around my age, which is really cool too. They were really, really nice to talk to, very professional, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. So I should find out soon. I had the offer extended, so it should be pretty soon. That's the plan too, Nomad. Yeah, I got to lose this weight. This is all office weight. I hate sitting at a desk. I really do. It does not. It's killing me mentally and mostly physically. It's just putting me into my own cubicle grave. Good supervisor makes for a good job. Yeah. Oh yeah, these guys are really nice. Don't let it go. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I know it. And a lot of guys I talk to, we have a couple fans of the channel that watch, and they'll reach out and say, "Hey, you're gonna love working track. Plus, you're not." I thought about it. Like for transportation, you are in charge of the people on the train. You are solely responsible to get those people to point A to point B. As a conductor, that's a lot of responsibility. As an engineer, that's a lot of responsibility. On Amtrak, you're transporting humans. So as a trackman, you have the opportunity to grow. I feel like there's a lot more opportunities to grow as well because you can get certain endorsements and things like that, mechanical endorsements, equipment, equipment training. Compared to a conductor, you're kind of stuck, or an engineer, you eventually will. I don't want to call it grade up. We have grades at my job, but it's exciting. So yeah, I don't know what's for dinner. Something Italian. She said it was like a stuffed shell thing. Lots of track work is done by machinery. Yeah, I know I'll be a runner. A lot of my friends have been warning me. It's like you're gonna be training about how to refill machines, probably use drills, stuff like that. Manicotti, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Lehigh River? Honestly, it would only work MOW or car painting. Yeah, so you know what? I will tell you this: Amtrak pays more than CSX's Trackman start, and then they do like 90%, 95%, and then 100%. So that's 3 years to mark up. The 90%, actually, I'll be at 90% of a Trackman. So CSX starts several dollars less, and their percentage system, pretty much the 100% of a CSX Trackman is making what I'll make next year. So I'm not going to announce the salary and all that. That's private, but it's doing pretty good. It's not like I'm not going to be like loaded, but it's definitely a living wage. So, but I think they want to keep their employees. That's the other thing too. A lot of guys, there's a very low turnover, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Wouldn't mind running high rail with a bucket. Railroad tree work. I've seen that before. Strasbourg, this guy was he had a high rail bucket. It was a little baby rubber tire X or rubber tread. And, he had a shave. Used to call them shavers. He'd just ride down and just shave trees on the side. But it was cool. And I was like, man, how fast does that thing go? And he like, you have two throttles on it. He's like, it's for left and right tread, and they link together as one. And he said they could go about 15. And I said, dude, I can't imagine going 15 in this thing. He's like, watch. And he like, when he left the junction, after he's done like pushing trees back, he like gunned it. And you actually hear the little like the little hydrostatic motor in there go. He just zoomed off, and then he actually, as he was moving, he could spin the bucket around like this. It was so wild, and he's just messing with it. It's really cool. Free trainer rides, yes. There's red, white, and blue days and all that fun stuff. I got to read it. I have to read all those terms, but there's a lot. Ribeye steak and loaded baked potato. It sounds like Texas Roadhouse over there. Sounds like fun. Cattle train, would you have to have water stops and oh god. There's a cattle car one of my buddies has, Sean's Train Depot. It goes off all the time. It's like Merle. It's hilarious. Hey, thanks, Brian. How's it going? Thought Amtrak runs on mostly freight railroads. Why would they do track work? So, Greg T, there's the beautiful Keystone service from Harrisburg to Philly. That is all solely Amtrak's. It's not Norfolk Southern's. They do all their own track work on it. So it's excellent. Which also keeps me within a really nice range of home. But also Amtrak, I think they're in charge of sections of the NEC, Northeast Corridor. So they do track maintenance on there as well. Trover's caboose. Oh, God. Lionel made a girl on the tracks accessory. Flyer made a cow on the track. I have seen the cow on the track. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Ray? Thank you so much. Yeah, it's government work. Not oh, they also want to keep their employees. It's competitive. It's all competitive. But I mean, they want to keep their employees in there. Cow track would likely work with Lionel. You know what? I had a cow on the track accessory. I think I sold it. Shoot. I had one and I gave it to someone. I might have given it to I forgot. Might have been RJ, my buddy RJ. He was running flyer for a little bit as for just experimenting with it, and I think I gave it to him. Thank you so much. Let's see. Amtrak is all rail on freight railroad upon you. Oh, Union Pacific, Canadian Pacific. Very cool. Eat ramen. Yeah, I know. Pretty close to it. I've got my mortgage payment tomorrow. Got to pay my adult bills over here. So I got the mortgage payment, and then I'll just suffer for like a week, and then we'll be fine. We'll be back. We'll be back. There's no trains in November. I got to save up. And yeah, we're apparently. The good thing is, so when they sent me all the paperwork for stuff, because it's all like pre-employment paperwork, and they finally filled out all the banking stuff first. And I heard the horror stories of guys going to Norfolk Southern. They work for like 2 weeks. They don't get paid for another month because of like their banking stuff was filled out on day one rather than ahead of time to get the accounting in there to link up to your account, the direct deposit, the voided check stuff I dealt with. But the thing is, I heard one of my buddies told me they, on day one at Norfolk Southern, after the hang test, you fill out paperwork, and then you don't get paid for like 3 weeks after your initial first 2 weeks. So you're not getting paid until, let's say I started next week, I wouldn't get paid till mid-December. So it's like, that's unacceptable. Like, that's nuts. I mean, people need money. It's not like, not all rich. Nikki's one heck of a cook. So oh yeah, there you go. But yeah, York was pretty rough this year. I got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool projects, and I kind of view it as an investment because, in a way, I can talk to you guys about the trains I picked up and then do reviews, do some history on them, tutorials like this caboose that we talked about earlier. I'm going to do a video on this. I don't want to handle it too much. Look at my greasy hands all over this. But it's like an investment because it's like I'm buying projects and trains I could review and talk to you guys about. So it wasn't too bad, I mean, YouTube pays not a whole lot, but it's like some gas money your grandma gives you when you first start driving your car to school. Then there's some months she forgets to pay us, That's how YouTube is. Like, here's $20 for your lunch, and you can buy a gumball. So yeah, it's just like it's how it happens with us smaller channels out here. It's like, here's some like I said, here's some gas money, and that doesn't last long these days. So yeah, so we get some trains running here, guys. We got the 777 Camelback on track 2. Track 1, what the heck do I have? Oh, I got the Streamline K4 running. Don't spend it all in one place. Well, wow, I'll try not to. The K4, I just replaced the cherry switch, the chuff switch in it, and it's still not working right. I might swap it out for a reed switch because it's just not working right. So I don't know. Like the cherry switch is basically a little hinge. Every time it closes, it sends a signal, or it closes the circuit to chuff. There you go. There you go. Granny gave me $200 for my first car. 53 Chevy 6. Oh God, that's awesome. Yeah, I went to a car show yesterday after work, and I was like, I would love to get an antique car. I can barely afford everything else right now, but it's in the plans of things. It's on my list of like things to do. It's like buy an antique car, But yeah, there you go. Stomach. Yeah. So let's get some trains rolling here. What do I have on track? Okay, so the K4, like I said, chuff switch is dead. Therese wallet works too. Oh my god, you guys are great. The K4S back here. Where is she? To the right. To the right. There she is. She's hiding from you guys. She needs a new chuff switch, so we'll see. Oh, 50 Plymouth. Jeez. And it's a 2-door. Oh, man. There we go. All right. Man, the thing is, too, I don't know anything about cars. Like, there's some, like, severe, like, not severe, some knowledgeable gearheads at these, like, car shows. And a lot of them are just, they know crap tons about cars. I don't know anything about cars. Other than there's, like, you know, I know some things, but I'm not like a gearhead. Like, I can't tell you what the motor is and certain things and all that, you know. All right, let's see what we got here. Track, we'll get the Camelback going first. She's got to warm up. She's got a BCR in her. Should be any second now. Sounds like Ghostbusters. Two-door club coupe, which means, ooh, business coupe. I didn't know they made a business, and like, that's pretty sweet. All right, we got the, yeah, train money, exactly. All right, we got the K4 rolling here. She's got TMCC. Running it with these Williams passenger cars. They have the silhouettes out of them. There it goes. We'll go live on Monday as well. Tornado warning. Please be safe. If you have to seek shelter, do that instead of watching my channel. The other thing too, smoke fluid gets caught up in these cherry switches. What's up, Apple and Orange? What's up, man? 2 Model A's. I'd like to get one. Very simple, easy to work with. Oh man. A live derail. Oh no. Not tonight. Work on the Halloween train video for tonight. Yeah, man, I'll check it out. It sounds awesome. Do you still give out Halloween candy? Yes, but we don't really get trick-or-treaters at the house, unfortunately. Yeah, there's definitely smoke fluid stuck in that cherry switch. It's working itself out. We are running, I don't know, a little bit of everything, I guess. We've got coal-fired steam. mixed with Big Boy Premium. Yeah, the K4 definitely needs to be switched. If I get coal for Christmas, I'm going to glue it together and add it to my coal drag. Or I'll actually take down the K4. It's like it's not chuffing. Coal comment. I would love coal for Christmas. I would love it. It'd be awesome. I'll chop it up, put it in my coal drag for the layout. Put it in a coffee grinder, and there you go. Shoot, I gotta move some stuff around. Nope. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll run the B&O around a couple times. Got the B&O Atlantic hooked up here. Hey, Edberg, what's going on? Make real coal. Yep, that's what I mean. Yep, chop it up, put a coffee grinder, and then put it in the coal drag here on the layout. Smash bricks for our work hard. That's a good idea. Into the night. It's like the same exact whistle, but one sounds a little bit newer. It's funny, I just added traction tires to this Atlantic. So she runs great. And then I broke off the eccentric crank. It's like fantastic. Oh, God. Oops. Yeah, that piece holds on that bolt on the left. Of course, they're impossible to find because this train is already 20-some years old. It's an early TMCC. She's built for speed. Yeah, I know the exact crank I need, and of course, Lionel stopped making it about 15 years ago. But the funny thing is, it's the same exact tooling as the brand new Atlantics. So this Atlantic right here, I'll stop it. Same exact tooling as the Lindbergh Special. So yeah, I want to stop it right before the signal. Look a little bit further here. There you go. So same exact tooling as the Lindbergh Special. I did not. I know a lot of guys at York were really upset about the fact that they're making another big boy. I mean, there's so many out there, and I don't know. I honestly think there's so many trains out there in the market, you know, waiting for the new stuff. I don't know anymore about this. It's like there's so much stuff out there. You know, there's so much to choose from. So like the newer stuff, I'm not really attracted to it. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but there's just so much stuff out there to choose from. You know, why make one of those? That's the comment I heard a lot at York. It's like, what's Lionel doing? What are they doing? I mean, I just bought this 040 switcher right here. It's brand new out of the box from, man, I don't know, probably like maybe 2002, 2003, 2004, and it's brand new and it's beautiful. And scale sharks. Lifelike and Tycho. Yeah, I mean, some of that stuff was all right. Rave in the Shed. Yeah, right. So get this thing smoking.
Let's get down the line.
Huh. All right. Smoke them up. Yeah, all my good smokers are elsewhere. I've got my train master. We can hook that up to that passenger train. I still want someone in here to get me a bunch of crap. It's like, oh, why are you running a train master of the passenger train? Here, we'll get the train master fired up. What's it? Engine 05. Yeah. TSCC right here. Then I'll pull the engine back. There's a freight too. Here, I'll give you guys a better view right there. We'll get this train master back.
Let's go.
Oh. She didn't like it. I was like, nope. Oh, wow. Commuter service Southern Pacific. What's up, George? How's it going? That's very cool. We're about to use her in the local passenger right here. All right. That's a good smoker. All right, we'll keep her there. I'm going to fire up the Atlantic. And we'll get her pulled into... Oh, shoot. Engine 14. Cool. And I'll turn that track off. I've got that whole track back there is all blocked out with a switch. And then we'll get the we'll get her hooked up the right way.
Ready when you are.
Spin you guys around. She's going to meet up back here. Near the giant screwdriver. The daylight paint. I've seen them in daylight, but I think that's like a... Well, I don't know. I don't know Southern Pacific stuff that much. Let me put some smoke in her first. We'll do the... I've got root beer, pina colada, coffee. Well, not coffee. We'll do orange. Orange scent.
I'm needing a duct protected watch again. What's time to go?
There we go. Oh, yeah. One of the best smokers in the collection right here. Not very loud, though. There you go. And it smells great. It's like a nice orange scent up here. And then track 2, we just have this little camel running in conventional mode. There we go. Yeah, orange. And also I have Apple Harvest. Apple Harvest smoke float is like my favorite. I usually get the diesels like the fruity scents. And I get the steam engines like the nasty stuff. $80+ million Powerball tonight. Apple and orange together. But everyone's stopping in, and anyone watching the replay, I want to thank you guys for stopping in tonight. I know it's a random live stream. We got a couple more minutes left here. Yes, it is a Camelback. Yeah, and I might take the Camel down. Might run the U-boat, the Lackawanna U-boat a little bit too. Get some mileage on her. She's brand new. Yeah, Jersey Central. Oh yeah. Hey Tom, what's going on, brother? How's it going, man? Tom, so far everything's working great. Love the pop-up live streams. Yeah, it's just something fun to do. Just hanging out with you guys, of course. Oh yeah, we'll get the Erie running with the Train Master. Oh, we're having a meet. There we go. That's the way to do it. We're gonna stream till 9:30. What's up, Conrail? How's it going? Yeah, I'm actually gonna hook up the Erie lock. No, we're gonna stream on Monday. Yeah, we'll stream on Monday as well. I'm always confused on what day it is. Engine 4. There we go. Amtrak, I'm waiting to hear back from them. Not in daylight. Okay. All the work is on film. Yeah, I've done that before. Let's see. Add some more smoke flow to it.
There we go. Sweet. Yeah, I lose track of the days of the week nowadays. Everything's like into one day. Oops, I'll go this way. Can you imagine if you were in that caboose and it was really that bright? No, I couldn't. Oh, yeah. Yep. There's actually an old halogen light in there. I need to change it out. I actually want to make sure it's not getting too hot. Let me feel this thing. Oh, yeah. She's warm.